All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dow. I'm paying attention to the elections, and it looks like the Republicans have swept all the way across the board once again. So that means you, the American people, have voted for indefinite war. As a matter of fact, I believe they're going to make John McCain, what do they call that? The secretary? I don't know. Anyway, he's going to be in charge of some type of war tribunal. If you do your due diligence and you research history and stuff, you find out that a lot of people that is running and controlling this ISIL, that a lot of people here in America call ISIS, you're going to find out that a lot of these people have been to powwows and summits, sitting right there talking with John McCain and the rest of these people up in the House and the Congress, the Senate, whatever you want to call it. But I will tell you this. We had some serious trouble as a people. And I remember telling us that America is going to be a third world country, and it is going to be a third world country. But let me tell you this. I'm not what people, some people think I present myself as a some type of tough guy or whatever and stuff like it. No, I'm not no tough guy. I'm just willing to do whatever it takes to defend my person, my home, my people, my community, the same way that a badger would. I mean, if after all, you stick your hand down in a badger hole, you're going to get your hand bit off. And I believe in protecting those whom I love. That means everyone on this community. And I believe in protecting the home front. And I'm not playing games with this, because if you haven't figured it out by now, society is literally insane. We have mental illness. We have people that are just literally mentally insane in the hour that we're living in. And I believe it's because people are just literally forsaking spirituality. Now, I keep using spirituality over and over and over again, but some way, somehow, people are losing the fear of Yahweh. You have to cultivate a relationship and keep that relationship. That's personal between you and the Father. And of course, I tell people all the time, one way you can do it is faith come by hearing, hearing come by the word of God, and you can hear by a preacher. But you can't hear, that's what the book says, without a preacher. And he can't preach except he be sent. So there's a lot of people out there so-called handling the word, but there are very few real true preachers out there, and only you can be the ones to determine that. We're dealing with a cold, hard, callous, and cruel generation. And then I noticed something about the radio broadcast the other night. We had a private matter go on, and some way, somehow, that private matter got to somebody clear across the country. And then they got on the radio broadcast and blast that matter out. And was really pushing hard to blast it out. And I ended the broadcast, I ended that particular phone call by saying, man, some people just simply can't hold their water. And of course, more than likely I'll find out who actually told her the private matter, because it was supposed to be kept in camp. But they're just letting you know how nosy Americans are today. And you know what I'm dealing with lately? Everybody, and I'm going to say it again, I want you to listen to me real close. Everybody feels like that they have to know every single aspect of your life, while you know nothing about them. And, here at Straightway, if you notice, I've been making videos, but I have not been making a lot of videos about community as of late, if you notice. I've been making any videos of the land. I've mostly been doing self-help videos here, a little few self-help videos there, and try to bring some inspiration to show you what we're doing as a people and everything. But if you notice, I pretty much, with exception of the services that we do up at the assembly, I pretty much don't do and have not been doing that for quite some time now, with exception of tabernacles. And the reason being is, some of you people, you got some serious problems out there. You think that my business is your business. No, whatever I choose to reveal to you is all you need to know. But you don't need to know every aspect of my life, and neither do I need to know every aspect of your life, and I do not care to know every aspect of your life. But some people cannot rest content unless they are in all of your business, as if they can affect change. You know, the Apostle Paul put it like this. He said, they added nothing to me. And if people can't add nothing to you, and if all they can add to you is heartache and pain, then the choice should be simple. You just simply remove those people out of your life, remove them away from you, cut them off, and go on and be at peace. But I know one thing, it seems like people can't function in this world unless they are in everybody else's business. On social media social media, what do they call this? Man, anyway, social media on here on this computer. And letting everybody in the whole world know. And it has to do with the gossip, the slander, the talebearing, the backbiting spirit. And it's amazing because the majority of people that do this, the Bible calls you busybodies, talebearers. You have too much idleness of time on you. And too much time without it being meditated, separated, and dedicated to the Father. The idle mind is a devil's workshop. And most of you are just full of the devil. And I'm not about to appease people conscious and stuff by letting them know my personal and private life. You shouldn't care about my personal private life because I don't too much care about yours unless you choose to share it with me. And of course, the only people that really choose to share aspects of their personal or private life with me are those who are in the ministry, who receive me as their pastor, and they know I'm there to help them because they have pastor confidence, because they understand that when they share something with me of a private nature and private matter, that I'm a man of honor and integrity. I'm not going to put their business out there and blast it all over the internet because it's none of the world's business. If we had a few men in this country that had that kind of integrity, we would be some kind of people. That is the truth. But I'm telling you, many of you, you need to check your motivations. You need to check the reason why you're so nosy. The reason why that you feel like you have to know everything about everybody, because whatever you perceive or whatever you think everybody is doing and stuff, what kind of effect does that have on you and your relationship with the Father? Because, I mean, after all, can't you just serve the Father without man? That's meaning you a mission and stuff, but that ain't what the Bible says. We need each other if you're a real, true Yisrael or Yasharael. And that's just the truth. We've been having some wonderful, wonderful broadcasts. I'm still working on the private video section. And I keep saying that, but I'm sure with the type of integrity that we have with people, I mean, you just never know when you got all these different people out there, what's going to be said on these telephones, and people just love running their damn mouths. They just love it. You know, I prove and test and try. And every time I make a test and every time I prove something and something leaks and something gets out, all it does, it calls me to tighten down the hatches, batten down the hatches even more so. You know, it makes my inner circle even that much more smaller because it's sad. People who claim to be born again, filled with the Spirit, fear of the Father, supposed to operate out the integrity of the Word. It's sad when you come to find out that especially those who are allegedly close to you cannot meet y'all's conditions. It's sad.